guys, and welcome again to round 2 of the 2016 TW Steel DMAX Inter Heats Championships. Everyone wants to see if Bobby Trunley will dominate, or can Chris Alcock or Luke Cousins put a stop to it?
Bobby Trunley's strong form continued as he started on pole for the final of round 2, with Richard Lacey joining him on the front row. Round 1 newcomers Cottrell, Austin and Hollywood lined up 3rd, 4th and 5th respectively, with Alcock in 6th. Austin had a stratospheric start, sweeping round the outside of Cottrell and Lacey and nosed ahead of Trunley into turn 1. Hollywood took the other route on the inside and muscled his way past into 3rd. Alcock was in the thick of it, but managed to move up into 4th as Hollywood moved up to 2nd and was snapping at Trunley's heels before the end of lap 1. As they headed into lap 2, Purton had dropped from 15th to the back of the pack. Hollywood was pushing hard and on lap 5 snuck past Trunley to take the lead. Trunley made many attempts to come back at him, but Hollywood was having none of it. On lap 9, a perplexed Trunley waved Lacey ahead to have a crack at Hollywood. Meanwhile, Alcock seemed to be in a race of his own as he dropped back from the front runners. Trunley attempted to move back ahead of Lacey. And then this happened, dropping Trunley to 5th as Alcock slipped by into 4th. The top 6 were able to hold their positions until the checkered flag, with Lee Hollywood taking his maiden TW Steel DMAX Championship win.
Great win for TW Steel DMAX Inter Heats round 2. Winning by 0.8 of a second, Lee Hollywood.
Lee Hollywood, you started 5th and you were in the lead by lap 2. How did you do that?
It's probably a combination of overtaking a lot of people and not crashing, pretty much. That was just my secret. Dive up the inside. A lot of the times they just let me pass, which was very nice of them. Sometimes I made it quite hard, but generally they were a good bunch, nice fair racing, so can't complain. Bobby was very, very difficult to get past. He likes to defend, and I just had nowhere to go. Made a slight mistake in one of the corners, and I got him. That was the only way. Otherwise, I probably would have spent the whole race behind him, probably.
So your second DMAX race and your first win, you're going to soon be known as the Lewis Hamilton of DMAX.
Well, I probably might need to tan up a bit, I think, firstly, but
Garnier Ambry Solaire.
Is that the one? Okay, good. I'll put that on my shopping list. Yeah. No, it was a good race. I like Sandown. I've been here a couple of times. I did struggle at Milton Keynes. I only finished 4th, which is still not too bad, I think, 4th. But I'd never driven a DMAX up until that day, and I hadn't been to the circuit for 17 years. So
that makes your win all the more impressive. And are we going to have the pleasure of seeing you all the other rounds this year?
I hope so. Yeah, I plan to be at Wilson Mill, but we'll see. Had a bit of a sort of issues in the heats, I think, where I think people were maybe thinking I was being a bit too brash and quite forceful on the track, which was fair enough. So I ended up getting disqualified in the second heat.
Oh dear.
So yeah, which wasn't ideal. I still protest my innocence, but I'm sure hundreds probably wouldn't. But still, in the end, worked out for the best. So.
Absolutely. Well done.
Thank you.
Richard Lacey, you defended really well throughout that race, and it's so nice to see you as well on the podium again. Also, I'm managing to pronounce your name correctly this time.
Well, I really appreciate that. Thank you very much. No, it was a very tough race. We were very close battling at the front, the 4 of us, myself, Bobby, Lee and Luke, and it was pretty chaotic out there for a good sort of 5-6 minutes. So I managed to get past Bobby just about when he was battling for first, and then, as you say, defended for what seemed like an eternity, to be honest.
It's really tough, isn't it? But getting past Bobby was quite something.
Yeah, me and Bobby were teammates in the 24-hour last year, and this is the first time I've raced with him in Inters, so I've just moved up from the lightweight class, so it's quite nice to be able to race with him, but yeah, it was very, very close, very close.
So how come you've moved into Inters? Did you overdo it a bit at Christmas?
Yeah, I've been on the beers and the food and the kebabs. So,
living life.
Yeah, enjoying it, yeah. But obviously it's working, so I can't complain.
Well, exactly. Well, it's nice to see you in the Inters.
Thank you very much, cheers. Thank you.
Luke, that was a really competitive race, and it's so nice to see you up here on the podium.
Yeah, it was really close. I got a bit lucky that Bobby had a bit of an incident, so I inherited third. I was closing in on second, didn't quite get it at the end, which is unfortunate, but never mind.
And was it quite a challenging race, did you find?
Yeah, it was very physical. All of us were nose to tail throughout most of the race, so it was really good fun.
And although the heats races are short, there's so much pressure, isn't there?
Yeah, well, one little mistake and you're pretty much out of it, so you've got to be neat and tidy throughout the whole of it and just keep the pressure on the car in front. So.
To find out more about racing in the DMAX Champs, call this number.